Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
There's the whistle.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders. And it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Vieira. Hullet. It's a really well-measured ball. And Yamal. And they're back on the ball again. Rodri. And it's Hullet. Mbappe. Threads one in. Ibrahimovic charging forward, the ball at his feet. Foot in. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Cafu. Milan are looking to break at pace. Pass is just off target. Nesta cuts out the pass. Yaya Toure. Seedorf has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Can he get on the end of this? And he was quick to react.
And the counter is on.
And that is a little undercooked. Seedorf. That's an imaginative pass. That's a shade optimistic. Thuram. Mbappe, an individual who's prepared to shoot any time, any place. Oh, that's nice. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pull it. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Dembele. Nedved. And he's got the beating of his man.
Great chance! Goal! Milan! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Hullet really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Well, nicely intercepted.
Mbappe!
He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Turns back here, probably the best option. Rodri can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, it's Dembele. Can he get it through? Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's rather hopeful. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he? It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Yaya Toure.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Oh, can he get onto this? And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Cafu. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, no joy this time.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Rodri.
That pass has been well intercepted. Has a look up and drives it forward.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Rodri.
Vieira. Yamal.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Milan can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Milan leading courtesy of the game's only goal.
Vieira. Now it's Rodri.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Tries to pass.
Shot, surely! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Punched away.
Pullet clears. Van Dijk. Pullet looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Searching pass he's played there. And this is Pullet. He's Pullet! And he's stuck it away.
And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
So that's two now without reply.
Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
A case now of complete control.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Milan have hit a quick-fire double here. Mbappe. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Yamal. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Gullit. Vieira. Now Mbappe. Seedorf.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Ibrahimovic.
Space for him to turn and look. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Roberto Carlos. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cafu deals with that comfortably. Cafu clears without hesitation. Cristiano Ronaldo! And that was very necessary. Vieira. Gullit absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And that has left him in a heap. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide position. And it's Rodri. And here's Gullit. Oh, that is a good ball to find. Gullit! Played with speed from back to front. That has been knocked clear. Roberto Carlos wins the duel this time. He's in a great position here. And that's aimed into the middle. Has to go back here. Probing pass. That's good vision. It's Ibrahimovic! No, poor contact. Nothing on the shot. Gullit. He's a sharp little ball here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Thuram makes the interception. Roberto Carlos. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Gullit powering forward here. Van Dijk. Oh, good spread. Thuram. And that is as far as it goes. Milan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, they've got it again.
And it's Messi. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Hullet. That's an excellent interception. Opts for safety. Roberto Carlos scooting forward. Vinicius Junior.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
And now they can spring out of defence.
There they go, hunting again.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And here's Messi.
Oh, that's fabulous. Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost...
Dembele!
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Cafu is always looking to play quality balls.
And it's Messi.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
He's had a shot! He's scored!
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Well, that looks a decent...
And the shot!
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Ibrahimovic deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Now it's Eto'o. A temporary retreat here. Oh, that is a...
It's Eto'o! He's got a goal!
They are purring, truly purring.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Hullet gets across and deals with it. And he's managed to get free.
Oh, important interception.
Hullet simply refused to be outdone there. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Seedorf. Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Yaya Toure. Ibrahimovic. Vinicius Junior. And now the breakaway.
Cafu.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Messi.
Cafu. This is a promising build-up. Hullet. And he's worked it through.
Messi! It's beautiful! That is a gem! An absolute gem! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit. And it's Eto'o. It's Eto'o! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Getting up there! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible... And that is all they have time for. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. The second period is on the way.
Milan really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Nedved. Cafu. And it's Yaya Toure. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Seedorf ploughing through the middle. Gullit, renowned for his long-range shooting. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Dembele.
Seedorf. And here comes the corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've played it short.
Seedorf.
Shot, surely!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Gullit.
Yaya Toure.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Plenty to aim at here. That's put paid to the danger. And smartly reclaimed. Seedorf. Gullit.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Just about up to the hour now. Roberto Carlos.
Van Dijk has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Gullit. Thuram. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nedved.
Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Seedorf makes a dash for it. Nicely shaped ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Messi. Oh, that was vital.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Nedved. Nedved purring through the gears. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Cafu. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Showing great feet there. Ah, that's a fine interception. Ferdinand cuts out the pass. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Messi. Seedorf. And it's Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Seedorf. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Dembele. Terrific effort! And a neat finish! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Of course, there's a question mark over the keeper on his near post there, but it was such a clever finish to spot the gap and find it.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Passes short and sharp. Nedved. Now Seedorf. And here's Dembele. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this?
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Seedorf. And we're done. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager.
Can he finish? Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, he's been caught napping. It's a threatening ball.
Kaka really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And this is Dembele. Showing good feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. And this is Ronaldo. Pullet has been caught there, it's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Pullet is standing over this one.
Pullet!
Milan have got away with it this time, but I think if they carry on giving away free kicks in positions like that, I think they'll be made to pay. They've got to be very careful. Just a little more discipline is called for.
Little pass back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Oh, that's well spotted. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Del Piero. Now it's Hullet. Nesta proves too strong. Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And that's a good ball.
Can he finish? And that's a good finish. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Dembele. Now it's Del Piero. And he's had it nicked away. Cafu. Threads one in. He's cut it out. Pepe can clear it away. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And he's managed to get free. Very nicely done. Spread out to the left. And he's well positioned.
He's having a shot! It's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Madrid leading now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to...
Oh no, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Nedved. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Kaká. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well read, nice interception. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And this is Hullet. Tries a shot! And the ball's come loose here. That's a good ball. And another try! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Nedved really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Milan with the corner, there first. Del Piero with the short one. Shot a goal! He doesn't look too happy with that. Oh, that's neat. Hullet. Nicked it back promptly. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Yaya Toure. Nedved. Is there a... It's Nedved! And it's a goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum. And that is all they have time for. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautiful.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was no routine save.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a right smile there.
Good ball, good take. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's there to belt it away. Throw it. Another throw-in. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Now that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Milan with a... Hullet! Superb from Hullet! A finish of true class! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark. That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Kaká. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Cafu, cross from Cafu. And that has left him in a heap.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Nice bit of trickery. Oh, what has happened here? Caught offside that time.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 15.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Ibrahimovic. Cambio di giocatori.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, played right into his path. Nedved. Ibrahim. He's had a shot! Yes! It's all becoming so easy. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Milan palpably stronger, better, superior. Hullet. And Hullet! And that's off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Nesta does really well to win the ball there. Dembele! Dembele! And no mistake! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Signore e signori, stiamo per annunciare i numeri vincenti di oggi. Se avete un biglietto, non perdete d'occhio il maxischermo.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We're up and running then. Leicester wins the duel this time. Looking tidy in possession here. Passing is crisp and sharp. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Leicester. Hullet. And here's Bale. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. This looks promising, and it's impressive job. Oh, crossbar! Caught offside that time. And this is Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he cuts out the supply. And it's Vieira. Nice sequence of passes, this. Yaya Toure.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Rodri. That's going wide left. In towards the backs. And a header! Same attempt, same outcome. It threatens little.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
Now it's Nedved. Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. Madrid always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
And he's managed to get free. Pull it. Well seen. Saw that coming. Vieira. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, easy pickings there. Seedorf going forward. And here's Dembele. And this is Hullet. Cafu. Here comes the... Getting up there! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Now that's a lovely exchange. Del Piero unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Bale. Nedved now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Hullet. 30 minutes gone. Pepe gets across to intercept that. And now the breakaway. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had a shot! Rodri. Shapes to shoot! Goal!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Cafu receives it in a good position here. And here's Dembele. And here's Del Piero. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Seedorf. That's Nedved. And this is Bale. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Cafu. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Seedorf. Nedved. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And it's Dembele. Milan do have a chance to counter here. He's picked his way through. And Del Piero! Oh, it's hit the post! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Milan finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiative.
And there's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Nedved. Played out wide. Cafu. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Brilliantly cut out. Desai demonstrating his defensive quality there.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Defending of the desperate variety. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Turns back here, probably the best option. It's played through for him. And he's got away from it. Shot at goal! And that's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 19.
So we have movement on
Numero
both
15.
benches.
Numero 14.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Lasciano il campo per il numero 9. Iniesta. Il
Roberto
numero 23.
Carlos.
Ibrahimovic.
Xavi Alonso,
Il numero
always
18.
wanting the ball,
Attenzione al
always
cambio.
wanting to do something different with it. That ball looks a good one. Well timed, excellent interception.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here. Tries a shot! It's in! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Madrid go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
So much time and space here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ibrahimovic! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And he can thump it away. And it's Nesta. And he's had it nicked away. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Iniesta. And he's shoots! It's a goal! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Could be danger here. He's found a way through.
Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Hullet. And it's Iniesta. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Ibrahimovic. Milan now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Spread out to the left. Played in by... Oh, good climb! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
That is ended up in no man's land.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Bale. Now that looks a decent ball.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di
Iniesta.
recupero.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Can he get it through? Adriano purring through the gears. And it's hoisted clear. Nedved. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Ronaldo. Nesta makes the interception. That's that, the end. Milan can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Now it's Hullet.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
Seedorf. Now it's Figo. And it's Seedorf. For Ferdinand. Seedorf. Seedorf. This is promising. And it's Yaya Toure. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Oh, what has happened here? And here's Figo. Nedved. And here's Hullet. Oh, that's nice. Seedorf.
That's positional gold.
Impressive jump! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Milan are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. And he's intervened well there. It's Eto'o! And how good was that? A finish of true class!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. Milan are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Now it's Hullet. Vieira goes sliding in. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Seedorf is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And it's Hullet. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries a measured ball, and the shot! That was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Cafu. Now it's Hullet. Eto'o is herring after that one. Cafu. Desai, always a very imposing presence at the back. And here's the chance to counter. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Yaya Toure. And it's Nedved. And here's Hullet. Nedved. Hullet. Great chance! And no mistake. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Hullet. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And it's Roberto Carlos. Hullet. Closing in on goal. Nedved. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Figo. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's the end of the first 45. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the back. And so the action is resumed. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Eto'o, and the through ball, and he is Cristiano Ronaldo! Seedorf. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, no joy this time. Looking for a runner. Now that's well seen too. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Nesta. Quality ball. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
And pull it! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. That is lovely. Well, the defence proved infallible. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 14.
So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 8. Lasciano il campo per il numero 15. Il numero 23. Ibrahimovic. Il numero 13.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. And that is expertly dealt with. Pull it.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Vieira. And this is Eto'o. Nesta concedes a free kick for that. It's a sharp pass. Nedved. And it's Ibrahimovic. Threads one in, and he welcomes it in. Pullet with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Pelé. And this is Del Piero. Cafu. Oh, such a clever touch. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's having a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nice control. Into the last quarter of an hour. Vieira. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Madrid clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And this is Nedved. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And this is Del Piero. There they go, hunting in packs. Is there any support? He might not need it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Pele. Can he get it through? This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Sostituzione per il Milan, numero 19.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. The final 5 minutes.
Il numero 4, Javier Zanetti. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And it's Seedorf. Zanetti. Lovely bit of skill. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Getting up there! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
And it's been taken short. Good ball. And he'll shoot here! Oh, it's come loose. And that was very necessary. Out of play for a throw. Kaka.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Pele. Pele! And that is it. That was the last kick of the game. Milan came so close to executing the perfect smash and grab, but it just was not to be. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up.
Gli addetti alla sicurezza di tutti I settori sono pregati di recarsi nell'area dello staff. Cambio di giocatori.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come. This is a promising build-up. Now that looks a decent ball. Desai calmly anticipates. And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Iniesta. Now it's Pele. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Bale. Gattuso. That is ended up in no man's land. Tries to pass it through. Gattuso gives no quarter whatsoever. Xavi Alonso, passing is crisp and sharp. Del Piero is onto it in a flash. Now this could be a chance. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found a way through. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Yaya Toure. Kaka. Bale, a player who needs no introduction. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it is half-time in extra time. So nothing yet in extra time to make a difference. This, the final 15 minutes, for someone to do something. And we are already back underway.
This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's superb. Chance for a shot! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Milan leading now.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
That's really well cleared. Xavi Alonso. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Deftly away. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's through here. Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! He's beaten the keeper. Oh, he's been caught and he's following up. Goal! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Milan have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Leicester promptly onto that, and that is that.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. No, that's been intercepted. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So that's it. It is all over. Milan have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Ibrahimovic picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, how will we look back on that?
Milan clearly played like a team possessed towards the end, Peter. Who would have thought conceding a goal at that time would allow them to find an extra gear or two all of a sudden? It's been a great effort, a wonderful team effort.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're very much on the way now. Now it's Del Piero. Can he get it through? He's through here. No, it's come to nothing.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Some really good ball movement.
Cristiano Ronaldo
Really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Yaya Toure, and it's Nedved. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Gullit. Vieira. This is a promising build-up. Roberto Carlos. It's a good spell of possession, this. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, played right into his path. And he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
And here's Gullit. Vieira does well to get it back. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Del Piero. And here's Dembele. Gullit, renowned for his long-range shooting.
Madrid really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Gullit. Rodri. It's Roberto Carlos. Rodri. Some intricate pop. Oh, it's fabulous! About as smooth as it gets.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Rodri. Nesta does really well to win the ball there. Del Piero. Ambitious ball here. Floated through. Tries to get it clear. Seedorf. Yaya Toure. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Gullit. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Nedved. Takes a shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Cafu finds himself offside. And it's Gullit. Nedved. Cristiano Ronaldo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. That's a cute ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Nesta. And it's Roberto Carlos.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And a chance! And the keeper could only will that wide of the post.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked them.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Milan come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Oh, that just about sorts out. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, good finish. And this is getting better and better. That was easy, almost too easy.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to...
And the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Del Piero really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Del Piero goes short. But he's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Shevchenko clears it away. Madrid are looking to go forward now. And here's Del Piero. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rodri. And this is Shevchenko. Always goal side. And Shevchenko! And that has fair fizzed.
Shevchenko clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. Del Piero really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Defending was strong and firm. Oh, there's a probing ball. Tries to pass it through. No, that's been intercepted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, super find. Nedved. Seedorf. Quality ball. Rodri. Vieira. Thuram. Here's Vieira. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Chance! Yes!
And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Signore e signori, è il momento dell'estrazione di oggi. Tenete a portata di mano i biglietti ricevuti all'ingresso.
Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. That pass has been well intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Bullet. Shot a goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Chance! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Milan have their second corner now.
Keeper's dealt with that.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Well, of course, Italy has always been the place to be when it comes to defensive maestros, and here is a prime example. So how highly do you rate this fella, Alessandro Nesta?
Well, he's without doubt one of the very best they've produced. He's been Mature well beyond his years since those younger days, blending power, speed, technique, and really good intelligence and ability to read the game. It's no surprise to me that so many have aspired to be just like him.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved. Roberto Carlos. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And this is Bale. There's the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Milan are looking to break at pace.
Madrid definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Hullet. Seedorf. Passing is crisp and sharp. Yaya Toure. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Hullet. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And this is Ronaldo. Hullet. Nesta makes the interception. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! That's got him rattled. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good ball, that too.
30 minutes gone. Nedved. Yaya Toure. Now it's Del Piero. And it's Hullet.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And the shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Played down the flank. Cafu providing an outlet on that flank. Cafu just loves to go forward whenever he can. Hullet, renowned for his long-range shooting. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bale! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Quality ball. Del Piero stood his ground strongly. Seedorf. And it's Nedved. Over to the right flank. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And that's gone loose. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. So a temporary halt to the action. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Milan up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though,
to force the issue that bit more.
Milan are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Milan leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And here's Del Piero.
Del Piero clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Seedorf. And this is Ibrahimovic. Vieira. This is a promising build-up. Great vision. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's bustling. And a chance! Oh, good finish. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Nedved always looking for that half a chance. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Vieira.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Seedorf. Cafu. That's good running with the ball. And he's managed to get free. Aims beyond the defence. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Nedved. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Del Piero. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. Bale. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nedved. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Hullet. And this is Ibrahimovic. Well read, and the danger is averted. Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hullet. That's beautifully weighted. Dida can clear it away. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Bale. Vieira. And it's Roberto Carlos. Here's Rodri. Ronaldo. Here. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here?
Madrid really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And here's Del Piero. Seedorf. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Yaya Toure.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Found space here. And he's being shifted off it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Ci sarà un minuto di
Well, he's
recupero.
not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Tries a shot! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. "90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it." Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 15. Numero 23.
So our quest to find the winner continues.
Numero 10. Numero 19. Numero 17.
This is Iniesta. Iniesta purring through the gears. And it's made its way to him. And the shot! And he's heaved it away.
Iniesta. Il numero 20.
And here's Iniesta.
Numero 4.
That pass isn't the best.
La sostituzione.
Kaka. Can he spark a counter here? Roberto Carlos. Nesta gets across to intercept that. Zanetti. Pele. Corner number 3 coming up. Punched away. Zanetti, incoming delivery, and it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
So what can they make of this? Pele. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Dembele. And this is Adriano. Kaka. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. So nothing yet in extra time to make a difference. This, the final 15 minutes, for someone to do something. And so the last chance to find a winner. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Now it's Eto'o. And it's Eto'o. Xavi Alonso. Kaka. Kaka! Oh, important interception. Desai is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Gets a good foot in there. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Xavi Alonso. Tries to play it through. Nesta cuts out the pass. Kaká. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And this is Pele. He's on it. Can he get away? Shot, surely! It's bounced back off the post. And he's quick to get rid. No foul, says the referee. And that's it. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things already rolling. And here's Hullet. It's a really well-measured ball. Hullet. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Gigi Buffon, pretty much peerless in every way, Peter.
Tough to disagree with that. Rarely has a keeper surely commanded quite so much respect.
And from both his own team and the opposition, I would have loved to play with someone like this behind me. Time and time again, he's shown he's just the best at organising a defence. What a communicator.
Adriano. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Hullet. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. That's going in strongly.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Hullet. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Nedved. Adriano. He won't be happy with that one.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Pepe gets across to intercept that. Hullet, renowned for his long-range shooting. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he is deftly away. He's having a pop! They've got to be quick to recover this. Dida trying to keep this in. And this is Hullet. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Hullet. Taken back almost at once.
Nedved! Goal, Milan! And we have liftoff. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
And a header! And there's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So that's 2 now without reply.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Out towards the flank. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. He's gone direct here. Milan have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And here's Hullet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Zanetti does really well to win the ball there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Vieira. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Desai. Nesta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Seedorf has been caught there, it's a foul. Adriano. That's a good foray he's making. That has found him in acres of space. That's really well cleared. And it's Nedved. And here's Hullet. Yaya Toure can so cleverly bypass the press. Thinks about the shot. Cafu plays it in. And it's hoisted clear. And it's half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Milan really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Milan looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Hullet. Rodri. Vieira.
Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Adriano. And that's another good win of the ball. Good running, strong and purposeful. And this is Nedved. Early stages of the second half, and still two between them. Oh, he's been caught napping!
Zanetti.
That's a sharp pass. Dembele
Engages and forces him off the ball. That's a good ball out wide. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And here's Eto'o.
Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Hullet. Vieira does well to get it back.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Can he get on the... And the finish! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan find a position of real strength now.
Just about up to 75 minutes.
Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Oh, good spread. Adriano.
Seedorf
Cuts it out.
He's found a way past.
Adriano really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Rodri.
That looks a good ball through. Deftly away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Adriano. Now it's Eto'o.
Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Vieira. And it's Zanetti. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now that looks a decent ball. Brilliantly cut out. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Seedorf. And it's Hullet.
And here's Dembele.
Hullet. Vieira. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That has been cut short.
Ferdinand. And that is as far as it goes. Milan really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing.
Hullet
voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're very much on the way now. Well, that is one way to stop him.
That's a nicely shaped ball.
Oh, he's burst through. And the finish! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Pull it. And this is Dembele. That's very neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Mbappe, he might be in here. There's the shot!
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Gullit.
Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side.
Gullit does really well to win the ball there.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And they're back on the ball
That's
again.
Good play from him. Madrid definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Knocks it into space. And the pass is intercepted.
Referee's given a throw. Nedved.
Seedorf
Is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
stood up well to him there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Gullit. And it's Messi.
Looking for a run-up. Real chance!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Madrid have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a lovely pass.
Oh, can he finish? It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And he's in on goal.
Yaya Toure.
And they can counter here.
Vieira.
And that interception was
most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a cute ball, neatly clipped into space. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Seedorf. Nedved. He won't be happy with that one. Mbappe, never the sort to be shot shy. Seedorf. And it's Yaya Toure. And it's Gullit. Chance! And it's in! A goal at a really telling moment. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Nedved demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Desai, and the referee has blown for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Gullit. Nesta makes the interception. And here's Gullit. Ibrahimovic.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Gullit, ready to try one. This might spell danger. Mbappe is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Messi. Yaya Toure. And here's Gullit. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Pinches it off him. Vieira goes sliding in. Now it's Gullit. Looking to play him in. Oh, good take in a good area. Well read. And the danger is averted. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. He's having a shot! Goal! AC Milan are all square. Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Yaya Toure. Seedorf. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Seedorf. Seedorf Stood his ground strongly. Messi. Vieira. Madrid are looking to break at pace.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Ibrahimovic. Nedved. Seedorf. Forwards and with intent. Bullet never out of the action for very long. Thuram. Eto'o. Eto'o will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nedved does have his name on the score sheet, of course. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Bullet. That is good alertness. And here's Ibrahimovic. And this is Bullet. Cafu. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Yaya Toure. And he's there to belt it away. Mbappe producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled.
Oh, he's been caught on it here!